Good morning, my good friends and supporters, wherever you are in this big world. Good news. 98 new people have signed to my channel in 28 days. That's pretty interesting. So I'm glad you guys are talking and passing on my information and my predictions, especially when they are very real. We are still under this nasty, deadly SOS to the world window. And as usual, as I told you so many times, that is if, again, you took the time to watch previous YouTube videos, that during those windows, earthquakes at 6 or above will take place. And of course, yesterday we had a 6.0 in Indonesia, and we also had another one in China, above 6.0. So my good friends, I don't know what to tell you, but how can you deny the fact? You have dates, it's all there for you. Now, in reference to this nasty window, it always touches the police. And sad enough, in 2 videos past, I clearly warn all of you that if you have somebody that works for the police, if you are a police officer, be careful. This is where the police will get killed or will kill people. And here you go. Okay, we had 2 Honolulu police officers that were killed in a shooting. It is critical. It is very important that you understand, guys, that during those cosmic windows, it is not going to be a normal day, not only for the cops, but also for the criminals and for normal people. That's where you get a wake-up call. That's where the truth is thrown at your face. This is where you have to realize your limitation, or where you realize where you're stuck in somewhere in your life. That's where, of course, explaining yourself can help people to assimilate and uncover you a little bit better. It's a wake-up call time. It is serious. This is the red carpet of the reptilians, my dear friends, and that's where you have to be very careful what you say. You have to be careful where you go and what you do during those days, because you could easily be part of the statistics and not survive any of those windows. All right, so let's see where we have again. The next mega disasters that could happen at any moment and kill us all. I talk about universal death news. You know, if that thing happened, sad enough, it will. Doesn't mean everybody will die, but a good chunk of the American population will go. That's for sure. And I know when. Yes, I do. I do know when. But should I give such an information and scare the hell out of you? Should I really be honest and, just express what Draco is telling me? I think I may do so, but it ain't gonna be public. And this is why the newsletter that I wrote today, like any one of my newsletters, is critical for you to read, because this type of information cannot be thrown out in the public just like that. Some of you have difficulties to even accept the reality of my UFO's predictive legacy, even when I tell you, the world's going to go in fire. Wildlife is going to be totally wasted. Billions of animals are going to be cooked and die. When I tell you, for example, they're going to be a disease of lung disease, the next thing you know, just after I mentioned it, it happened, and it's going crazy. But you need to accept and realize this type of information are so critical and so important. They cannot be publicized. So I realize also my limitation today. Now, snowmobiler, 18 years old, dies after avalanche, buries him on trips with his dad. Again, him and his dad, like 99.9 of the population, are no cosmic conscious. Well, let's go and do ski. Let's have fun. And then next thing you know, you're doing this during SOS to the world deadly window. You're doing this during one of your 2020 negative cosmic biorhythm. You're dead. This is not a joke, my friend. It is very serious. So, a lot of people just ridicule astrology. They ridicule UFOs. And the expert who talk about astrology don't know what they're talking about, and the expert who talk about UFOs don't know what they're talking about. Wow, you're talking about a wake-up call that you're going to get with me, that's for sure. Well, in the process, you may think I'm the biggest, egocentric on the planet. Well, that's your deal. Can't handle the undiluted truth. You got nothing to do listening to me right here, right now. Singer, songwriter David Haldane dies on stage at 71 years old. Famous death. The key word is clear, famous death. And here these guys play guitar. Okay, and goes that window. He probably 150% sure that he was in the one of his negative cosmic biorhythm, and he's gone. The reptilians are there. They use all those energies. You're not aware of it. Told you before, it's all psychical. All right. A Texas family is heartbroken after their cat was accidentally euthanized by a vet. Death news. Would it be a cat, a dog? I mean, if you have a pet like I do and something happened to your pet, it's like losing a family member. So this is death news. And animals like humans have their own cosmic biorhythm. They are also vulnerable to those entities who are using all those cosmic winds to create havoc on Earth. Emergency director fired after unused Hurricane Maria supplies found. Secrets to light. Secret to light. Anything that's hidden comes to light during those windows. The excuses are, infinite. Was it greed? Was it something that was perishable? Are they trying to keep it away and then sell it afterwards? I don't know. It's all about greed. It's all about money. It's all about deception. But during those windows, wake-up calls and the truth must come to light. That's why it's not worth to lie. It is not worth your time to lie. Comes one of these windows, the biggest lie you have ever said out there will come to light. So don't lie. Be honest. Okay, body of a woman missing for 6 years was found in a car submerged in a river. There you go. Secret to light. Things that are hidden come to light, especially when it comes to death matter. Now, very, very important. The newsletter that I wrote today is titled "The UK, the Queen, Prince Harry, and Meghan Stars and Fate." Now, again, this is like, there is a very, very specific reasons to why Prince Andrew and Meghan have decided to separate themselves from the royal duties. Now, the logical reasons are endless. They're on TV, they're talking about. You've got so many talking heads explaining rationally, using their 5 rational senses, what's going on. Because of his mother, because of the drama, because, my friends, it's all written in light. Why Andrew doesn't want to be part of this elected, privileged, select kings and queen business. And the same story with Meghan. However, Meghan is a Leo who's the king and the queens. That's why she was thrown into this limelight. You think it's an accident? No, there are no accidents, only cosmic circumstances that are taking place that 99.9% of society is not aware of. So I am going to give you the full details to why, astrologically speaking, okay, Prince Andrew did what he did. It is something that already predicted a long time ago if you take the time to read and click on the newsletter. A lot of people are watching my videos and they won't even bother to click on the link to assimilate my work. That is totally insane. That doesn't show any form of intelligence. Investigation is the key. Education is the key. So I am going to put their chart over there. I'm going to explain how God, cosmic divinity that influences them, forces them to do what they just did. I will give you all the plausible, rational explanation using divine astrology. Okay. Now, it is important for me also to mention that in order to trust my future of SOS to the World Deadly Window, you need to realize and investigate my past. When I talk about the fire on coast to coast and all millions of animals a week later died in the huge fire in Australia. When I talk about the new disease, lung disease, and I emphasize this, and you read it, and then a week or two later, you got this new lung disease that is cursing China and Japan and moving here. When I give you data of earthquakes and it happened, you cannot make this up again, my friends. It is what it is. It is real. It is Dr. Cherry. It is the legacy of all my UFOs experiences that forced me to rekindle Nostradamus' 16th century divine astrology. There is no really real true prophet out there that you can trust. Or people like me who put the green where the mouth is. You got me. And I'm not saying this on this way. Oh, wow, only me. Yeah. No. I'm so damn concerned for your life, for your future, for you to understand your connection with the divine and God cosmic design. This is so critical. This type of information was taken away from the politically oriented churches of the old days, and now by science, who are going to try to talk about UFOs, for God's sake. None of those people have seen a UFOs. They're just talking heads. But that's okay, because whatever information they have is very, very important and it's very, very entertaining. But what about the real thing and the spiritual message that none of those scientists will be able to pass on to you? You're not going to teach Michael Jackson to dance or to sing. You're not going to be teaching Mozart or Beethoven to play piano. They were born with a gift. I am cursed with that gift now, and I want to give it to you. So, you know what? There is a lot of people who have made the stars of Andrew and Megan Vedic astrologer, top astrologers, and none of those people knows about the power of the dragon. A 600-page book that I wrote, there is much more power in the location of your dragon, natal or hidden, alone, than the entire complexity of your chart. And then you got to go and read in that newsletter what my webmaster says about all this Vedic astrology from India, okay, congregating, running to my website to learn and to read and to understand the difference between divine astrology, their astrology, and modern astrology for that matter. But, you know, in order to really understand and delegate with me and my cosmic wisdom, you also have to be very, very honest, and you have to be very real. You cannot start to use bull. You have to delegate the undiluted truth, and you have to investigate, because there is billions of astrologers out there. But how many can give you solid proof of their work? Dr. Cherry does. And that's what makes the difference between what's real and what's wrong, what's real and what's imagination. All right. So as of now, I have decided to actually stop giving you all my SOS to the world deadly windows. You know, if you're a VIP of the Cosmic Code, every single month you get all the information, and you can plan by reading our daily guidance and forecasts safely to travel, to do your things. You're under my protection, and you're in a good hand, believe me. Now, if you don't want to spend the money and become a VIP, then join Patreon. It's only $5, and that's going to be the best investment you will ever do, because now all my SOS to the world deadly windows and the information about Andrew, and God knows what I'm going to come up with, will be posted on Patreon. It's time for me to do the cleaning and the cleansing now. You know, I can only attract the superhuman, and those who are not ready for my cosmic work, I have no business with me, and they should watch some other video on YouTube. Yeah. This type of cosmic energy, this universal family that I'm building here, is for very, very specific, spiritually advanced people, for the truth seekers, those who have the real essence, those who are not afraid to investigate and to realize that 2 and 2 makes 4. Practical, critical thinking, investigation, intuition are the tools you must be born with in order to build your own cosmic consciousness and to do what I do like any other of my students. So if you want to investigate the secret of the cosmic code, if you want to understand why Prince Andrew and Meghan did what they did, if you want to understand it is a higher order, it has nothing to do with whatever scientists are saying, then show your support. Join me on Patreon. And then you're going to see, what you're going to get. And you're going to get much more than what you bargained for. That I promise you. Because I'm going to give you information there that the public cannot remotely be aware of. Because I don't want to produce a panic out there. But, slowly but surely over the years, those who have followed me, there is no explanation. There is no proof. You know that I'm real. There is no proof to give you. Well, Israel, it gives a date for earthquake. It did this, it did that. You took the time to investigate, to realize I'm real. So these are the people that need to join me on Patreon. These are you. You are these people. You are this type of energy that I'm building. And then from there is much more work that we have to do in order to connect with the Draconis and remove those nasty reptilians that are literally cursing humanity. All right, my friend, we are still in this nasty negative window where the truth must come up, where wake-up calls are offered, and then you're getting yours today. So if you vibrate at my cosmic speed, and if you want to learn and understand God's cosmic design and how He speaks to us through the signs, then join Patreon, because there'll be no more SOS to the world, window to the world anymore. This is it, all on Patreon or in the Cosmic Code. My good friend, I will take this opportunity one more time to thank you for your trust in my work. Don't know when I'm coming back, but I'm going to start to work on what I promised you. Until then, make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.